Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook. If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Good evening, friends, and welcome to Grand Lake Health Systems Court here at Memorial High School. You are tuned in to Rider Nation Station. It's a Thursday night. That means Girls Night Out, and this week that means Wild Western Buckeye League action. We've got the St. Mary's Rough Riders hosting the Defiance Bulldogs. I'm Kelly J. along with my husband Mike J. And we're here to bring you all the action and stuff as much information into the next couple hours as we can. We've got our Steadfast crew here with us this evening, Ross Henson and Hunter Winget on camera. Executive producer Rich Spencer down flipping the switches, and I think Doug Spencer down there giving him a little assistance as well. So we're excited to be here for the first Rider Nation Station broadcast of the girls basketball season this year. Mike, let's jump right in and talk a little bit about the visiting Defiance Bulldogs.
Well, the Defiance Lady Bulldogs are not very good. I'm not going to try to put lipstick on a pig. When you look at their statistics and stuff, they're really, really struggling. They're coming off back-to-back 2-21 seasons. They've won one WBL game in the last 2 years. This year, they have started out 0-7. They have lost to Napoleon, Wayne Trace, Patrick Henry, Bryan, Wapak, Ayersville, and Tenora. They're not only 0-7, but they're only scoring 23 points a game, which is not good at all, giving up 53. So they're losing by an average margin of 30 points a game. That is not a recipe for any victories. They do have a new head coach this year. His name's Leroy Lewis. It's his first year. His background is he's from Akron. He came to Defiance as a basketball player for the Defiance College Yellow Jackets, played there, and then eventually became an assistant coach at Defiance College in the men's program. He's been active the last 3 or 4 years in the Defiance youth program, coaching some AAU. He was a skills trainer in the Defiance area as well. So he has the unenviable task of trying to build on a 4-42 two-season record, and now 0-7. So he's got his work cut out for him. Defiance is very much been the bottom dweller of the league the last couple of years.
However, with that being said, jump back to last year.
Yeah, and again, last year they only won 2 games. However, when St. Mary's went to Defiance last year, we trailed the entire game. In the words of the players and coaches, it was our worst game of the year. We trailed the entire game until about the 1 minute mark, and were able to eke out a 41-37 win last year. So although on paper this should be a, quote, easy win for St. Mary's, last year we laid an egg at Defiance and turned it into a competitive game. Last year at Defiance we only shot 50% from the free throw line and 22% from the field. So hopefully St. Mary's has learned from last year's effort and will come out and take it to an undermanned Defiance team this year.
When we take a look at St. Mary's, and again, this is our first broadcast of the 23-24 season, so we haven't had a chance to talk about St. Mary's at all. When you look at their scores in the early going, the Riders aren't putting a lot of points on the board either. Look at their record right now, 3-2. Opened the season with a 43-26 victory over Fairview, then dropped 2 straight games against Kalida and Findlay. In those games, we scored 31 and 23 points. And again, those are not heavy point production games for the Riders. We're going to stop just for a minute or so here. The flag is down, and we're going to take a break for the national anthem, and we will return discussing the early season St. Mary's Rough Riders.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
And we're back. An eventful national anthem with some technical difficulties at the scorers table, and we've got to give a huge shout out to the visiting Defiance Bulldogs team, who just took it upon themselves to sing the national anthem for the crowd. Did a fantastic job. Thank you for bailing us out in our technical difficulty issues, and again, a great job by the visiting Bulldogs. Okay, so Mike, we were kind of in the middle of discussing the early season St. Mary's Rough Riders. Give us, besides their 3-2 record, give us a little rundown of what's been happening, some averages, and what we can expect.
Well, statistically, they have two leading scorers. Reese Rabel and Ella Jacobs are both averaging around 7 points per game. Rebounding, Sierra Graber, who is a sub off the bench for the Riders, is averaging almost 8 rebounds a game, highlighting her athleticism. 3-point field goal percentage, Sophia Menker shooting about 39% from 3, which is outstanding. Assists, Reagan Allmeyer is leading the team in assists at 2.2 a game.
The Rough Riders have, like I said, 3-2 record. They've been road warriors to start the season. Started out with that first game at home against Fairview, and then have been on the road since then, on the road at Calida, on the road at Findlay, Salina, and New Knoxville this past Saturday. So talking with Coach Scott Jordan before the game, and he said, we're happy to be home. And unfortunately for them, they have this home game now, and then it's back on the road again for several in a row. So they're going to finish the season with a bunch of home games. But for right now, I'm sure wanting to get into the comfortable confines of Grand Lake Health Systems Court. As I said before, St. Mary's has had their own issues with scoring.
Yeah, they're averaging in the low 30s per game, which is not very good offensive performance. So this could be a really low-scoring game. First team to 30 may win this.
And we've got our starting lineups. We're done with the introductions. We'll run through them very quickly here before the tip-off. For Defiance, Isabella Ralston, Sammy Hohenberger, Kendall Krokel. I'll struggle with that one all night long, I'm sure. Alexa Garcia and Caroline McDonald. For St. Mary's, Ella Jacobs, Reagan Allemeyer, Sophie Menker, Ashley Nuss, and Reese Rabel. And we are underway here. And a misfire from 3 for Defiance, and Ella Jacobs did a nice job of hustling down that rebound, dead ball rebound, and it will turn it back over to the Riders, who will try to get things started offensively.
Sophia Menker for 3. Riders' best 3-point shooter at 39% for the year. Nails one, getting the Riders off to a good start.
Reagan Allemeyer did a nice job of setting that up, driving baseline and looking cross court for the assist. They turn over, and Ella Jacobs fires that one up front to Ashley Nuss, who's able to cash in on the layup and is looking for the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. Free throws so far this season have not been a strength for the Riders. Reese Rabel tracks down an offensive board.
Bang!
And
Sophia Menker nails another 3.
Fowler TV 3-pointer, that's 2 in a row for Menker. And Defiance Bulldogs coach Leroy Lewis says we need a quick timeout. That would be a Miller Funeral Home timeout, and we will return after these words from our sponsor.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Auglaize Equipment Rental is your source for all your equipment needs. Whether you're a contractor or a homeowner with a project, we can help get the job done more efficiently. Check us out at 1900 Salina Road or auglaizeequipmentrental.com or just call 419-394-7883. Auglaize Equipment Rental.
And we're back here with the Riders putting on a little full court man-to-man pressure on the Bulldogs.
Sammy Hohenberger is their point guard, does most of their ball handling.
And the shot from Rolson misses, but she tracks down that offensive board for the score. Offensive board, something that the Riders struggled with sometimes last year, and hopefully that's not a trend again this year. Allmeyer with the little pick and roll to Jacobs, who is fouled on the shot.
Foul on Alexa Garcia.
And Jacobs will step to the free throw line. That hasn't really been her friend in the early part of the season, but I don't think she's gotten a ton of attempts, so hopefully the percentage will come up quickly when she makes a few, hopefully in this game, and that's 2 for 2 for Jacobs.
She knew you were talking about her.
That's right. The Riders take a 10-2 lead on the American Legion scoreboard.
People viewing at home may think we don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about a low-scoring game. We got 10 points. 10 points in the first 2 minutes.
And Samantha Hohenberger muscles that ball up on the short jumper. And Sophia Maker is seeing a really, really big basket right now.
She's in fuego.
Fires in her third Fowler TV three-pointer of the game. Riders in a man-to-man, doing a little switching on those ball screens. Allmeyer got a little bit aggressive there.
Turnovers have been a huge part of Defiance's 0-7 start. Just Monday, they played in a Defiance physical therapy classic on Monday and Tuesday, and on Monday's game they had 28 turnovers. So that's obviously a big concern and a big reason why they're 0-7 is their handling of the ball.
And Coach Jordan, I'm sure, knows that and saying, hey, we need to be aggressive. A little double teaming there of the ball creates another turnover.
Third Defiance turnover of the game already.
Thus, missing the layup, but again, the Riders are right back with the full court pressure.
Ella Jacobs with a steal.
Little turnaround, didn't cash in on it. Another turnover for the Bulldogs. And then the Riders turn it right back to them. Hohenberger misses the short jumper. And into the lineup for the blue and gold, we have Sarah Graber, and as we said in the pregame, Sarah's actually the leading rebounder.
Plays less than half the minutes, but has almost 8 rebounds a game. She's a monster, especially on the offensive glass.
Had 7 offensive boards against Salina. Those are just extra possessions. That means extra chances for points.
Sierra's showcasing the athleticism that makes her a state caliber sprinter. I wonder if she's ever high jumped. She jumps really well.
I think Coach Page needs those points in those sprint things. Riders doing a little ball screen handoff type of offense out front.
Might want to guard her.
Oh, and she shows that she's human and finally misses one from three-point line. Jamie Rollins brings the ball up for the Bulldogs. And Ella Jacobs with another steal. And this one she does cash in on for 2 points.
Defiance has 6 turnovers already in 4.5 minutes of action. That's how you get to be 0-7.
Ella Jacobs is just kind of hanging out there, a little safety action and picking off passes.
Sierra's going to get the foul out of that.
Jamie Rollins did a nice job of penetrating, just kind of taking it to the basket.
Ella Jacobs was called for the foul.
Rollins is a 5'5" sophomore for the Bulldogs. Second week in a row that the Riders have played Bulldogs. Started off the WBL season against Salina. Cadence Hirschfeld in the game for the Riders. Bulldogs also in a man-to-man. Little contact against Rabel. No call. The Bulldogs are, Coach Lewis is pretty happy. They've had a really good defensive possession here against the Riders.
Their defense actually isn't bad for an 0-7 team. It's the handling of the ball appears to be the problem area. Defensively, they're doing a nice job.
Little turnaround jumper from Ella Jacobs from about 8-10 feet out. Banks it in for...
Ella gets her 5th and 6th point.
6th point of the night. 17-5 on the American Legion scoreboard for the Rough Riders. And Samantha Hohenberger with another nice drive as he bangs one home for her 4th point of the night.
Quick little guard for the Bulldogs.
Doing a nice job of penetrating against the Riders. Riders a little loose with the ball. And what we've seen the last couple possessions is something that we've seen in the early part of the season for the Rough Riders. Running that ball screen offense and teams doing a lot of switching against them and just not really getting a whole lot out of that action. Now coming out and running something a little bit different, which I'm sure Coach Jordan said, hey, we need to mix it up, give them a little different look. Talked to Coach Jordan before the game, and he talked about taking advantage. Oh, and we got a nice feed from Cadence Hirschfeld to Ella Jacobs.
Hoop and harm. Basket's good. This is her 7th and 8th point already here in the first quarter. But going for number 9.
And see if she can make this 3 free throws in a row. Don't want to jinx her. And
you did.
Yeah, and I did. Alexander Fernandez grabs the rebound. And the Bulldogs misfire from long range, and Reese Rabel grabs a rebound for the Riders. Reese kind of eyed up that long three-pointer, decided against it. .45 seconds to go in the clock. We'll see what the Riders can get as far as the last shot goes. And they get a turnover. And Hohenberger takes it full length of the court and muscles another one up. She probably could have drawn an and one on that one. 10 seconds to go. I'm not sure that
Riders want to get the last
Allmeyer
shot.
knows how much time's on the clock. I don't think anybody does.
Not a good possession there at the end.
And with the end of the first quarter, the Riders have a 19-9 lead, and we will return after we hear from some of our sponsors.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
And after one quarter of play, the Riders have a 19-9 lead. But Mike, after that first quarter, those last 2 minutes, I'm not sure Scott Jordan was really happy with the offense the last 2 minutes of the quarter.
Got sloppy with the ball, turned the ball over, didn't finish off that quarter, which was a really good quarter for 7 minutes. Ella Jacobs with the rebound and put back. It's her 10th point. It's having a great game.
Hohenberger slices through the defense, but then the Bulldogs did turn the ball over to
Defiance's seventh turnover.
And as I kind of started to say a little bit.
Illegal screen on Ashley Nuss. Turnover.
Coach Lewis had to be pretty pleased with those last couple of minutes. Defensively, did a really nice job of keeping the Riders in front, switching on screens, and really not allowing them to attack them offensively. If they could keep from turning the ball over, they'd be in pretty good shape right now.
Coach Lewis is going to get a timeout, try to avoid the 8th turnover of the first half.
So he takes a Miller Funeral Home timeout. I think this is a 30-second variety, so we'll stay here for right now. And so Mike, when they go over there talking, obviously Defiance is talking about taking care of the ball. That's got to be the utmost thing now.
Once they've gotten it down the court and got into the half-court set, they've actually scored at a decent rate.
Right.
They just can't get it from one foul line to the other foul line without turning it over. They have 7 turnovers already.
And at this end of the court, again, Coach Lewis has got to be pretty happy with them defensively.
Yeah, we actually have shot exceptionally well, which has made it look worse than it is. But actually, they've played pretty good, pretty solid man-to-man defense. I think he'd be pretty happy with them defensively.
The difference in the points right now, some of those easy layups that the Riders got in their early going.
Turnovers.
And so that counts as another turnover, even though they maintained possession. They lost a possession on the jump ball.
Yeah, he's grasping for ball handlers. He's got 3 different girls try to dribble the ball up. Here's number 4.
And an unfortunate air ball. Alexander Fernandez in the right spot, right time, catches the air ball for the easy putback. Riders didn't do a nice job of boxing on that possession. Those are sometimes hard, though, when it's an air ball.
Riders have a 21-11 advantage. 6.5 to go. Second quarter.
Trying to get a little penetration against this Bulldog defense. And again, the Bulldogs are doing a nice job of keeping people in front. Menker with a little penetration that got Hirschfeld the open 3, but the Riders did not connect. Jamie Rollins bringing the ball up for the blue and gold, and really nice feed. Really nice feed from Fernandez.
Caroline McDonald cashes in.
Into McDonald.
Off the assist.
Bulldogs have a couple nice-sized girls inside. You know, they can take advantage of some paint stuff if they can get the ball down there.
Riders are exceptionally undersized this year. Ella Jacobs at about 5'6" is the tallest rider. Nice pitch by Ella out to Reese for 3. Just a little short.
Rabel's kind of the designated long-range shooter for the Riders.
Pass just a little too long. Turnover number 9 for Defiance.
And that was basically kind of a mild 2-2-1 that they chucked it out of bounds. Usually considered a tempo press, but here the Bulldogs kind of panicked and launched another turnover. Riders up 21-13 on the American Legion scoreboard. Hirschfeld for a 3. And McDonald grabs the rebound.
Turnover number 10 led to a Reese Rabel 3 attempt.
And I think Allmeyer's going to get a reach-in foul. Being aggressive against the weaker ball handling.
Coach Jordan's going to sub her out, try to protect her a little bit with 2 fouls.
Rollins doing a nice job of just kind of taking the ball and taking off on the dribble. And Seiler with a ball that may have been tipped, not sure. But the Riders will gain possession. Reese Rabel missing a point blanker. As
her sister Quincy's going to let her know about that after the game.
And the Bulldogs suddenly, you look at the scoreboard, they're down 8, 21-13. They're kind of back in the game here a little bit. They've
turned the ball over 11 times and are still in the game. It's remarkable you're only down 8 when you have that many turnovers with halfway through the second quarter.
You take away those threes from Menker from the first of the game.
It's a tight game.
Yeah.
She doesn't make those threes, and it's
Coach Jordan talked about taking quick threes and trying to be more patient so they're not taking those quick threes, making a couple passes.
Reese Rabel from long distance.
And she just hadn't connected yet in this game. Both have been pretty good looks, I think, for her. Bulldogs with another turnover.
They're turning the ball over at a horrific rate. Graber with an assist. Reese Rabel cashes in a 3.
A Fowler TV 3-pointer. First of the game for Reese Rabel.
Reese gets on the scoreboard.
And
double dribble, turnover number 13. Wow. Jamie Rollins with a double dribble. Their ball handling is not good.
Reese,
are there any high school girls that are playing on other teams that would want to move into the Defiance School District? If you're a point guard on the JV team somewhere, you move to Defiance, I have a feeling that Coach Lewis will find a spot for you immediately. Their ball handling is bad.
Nice backdoor cut by Ella Jacobs, but Defiance kind of good help side. Sniffed it out.
Gee.
And
Caroline McDonald draws a foul on the post.
Again, when they are able to handle the ball and get it inside, they do have a decided advantage, size advantage. So it is important for St. Mary's to continue to pressure the ball. And McDonald missing the first. 5'10" junior for the Bulldogs. Ella Jacobs grabbing that board for the Rough Riders. Coach Jordan talked about teams switching those picks out front and the Riders kind of learning what to do when teams switch. Taking advantage of that. Sealing and pinning.
Call that foul on Nuss?
No, I think he caught it on Jacobs. That's 2 on Ella Jacobs.
Jacobs and Allmeyer both have 2 fouls.
Looks like Coach Jordan will stick with Jacobs. And Graber is able to grab that rebound, draws the foul. And it looks like Defiance is switching up defense a little bit.
1-3-1 zone. Let's see if they can, wonder if they're going to trap out of this or not. Giving the Riders something different to look at.
And they get a steal. Caroline McDonald does a nice job of staying high off that shoulder.
Riders' 4th turnover.
Hirschfeld just grabs the rebound for the Riders. Hirschfeld had a nice game against New Knoxville. 8 points, hit 2 threes for the blue and gold. Was the second leading scorer that game.
Reese Rabel drives all the way to the basket, does a finger roll, gets 2. Her 4th and 5th points of the first half.
And Garcia a little long off that 3 attempt. And Reese
Great
Rabel
pass.
with a great bounce pass.
Assist Rabel.
Cadence Hirschfeld did a nice job of running the court, filling the lane, and finishing with the 2-pointer. 28-13 on the American Legion scoreboard. And I'm guessing that's
Ella Jacobs' 3rd foul, I think. That was not a good foul, a good reach-in foul for Ella. With 2, you got to let that go. That hurts the Riders. They're already short on height and rebounding, and that takes half of their rebounding power out.
And Alexa Garcia misfires on the first free throw. Alexa is a 5'7" senior for the Bulldogs. 28-13 on the scoreboard. Misfires on both. Logan Henchen into the game for Jacobs, grabs the rebound. 20 seconds left on the clock. We'll see if the Riders, A, are a little more clock aware this time, and B, if they get a nice shot off to end the quarter.
Minker 3, short at the buzzer.
And nice penetration by Reese Rabel to set up that attempt. And as we go into halftime, the Riders are ahead 28-13. We will return with some of the first half stats and a little discussion of the game.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Is this really loud in your ear? No? Okay. And we are back at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Thursday night Western Buckeye League action. The St. Mary's Rough Riders have a 28-13 lead over the visiting Defiance Bulldogs. Mike, obviously turnovers are the big statistic for the first half, but talk about some things that you're seeing in the early going here.
Now, Defiance turned the ball over 13 times in the first half. That's abysmal, basically. That's what's allowed the Rough Riders to take the lead. They turned the ball over 13 times. St. Mary's only 4. So, to me, that's the key stat from the first half that accounts for the difference in the score right now. Rebounding's 10 each. Both had 10 rebounds. Coach Jordan has to be very happy with that, being that St. Mary's is very undersized when compared to Defiance. So the fact that they're even rebounding is a good sign. Scoring from the first half for the Defiance Bulldogs, Sammy Hohenberger is leading scoring with 6. Isabella Rallison has 2. Alexander Fernandez has 2. Caroline McDonald, post player, has 2. And guard Jamie Rollins has 1 for a total of 13. For the Rough Riders, Ella Jacobs leading them in scoring with 10 big points. Close behind her is Sophia Menker with 9, thanks to her 3 threes in the first quarter. After that, Reese Rabel has 5. Ashley Nuss has 2. Cadence Hirschfeld has 2 for a total of 28.
If you look at the quarter scoring, St. Mary's came out of the gates with a 19-point first quarter, and in the pregame,
considering they're only averaging 32 points a game,
right?
Having 19 and a quarter is a huge offensive outburst.
Right, and when I talked to Coach Jordan before the game, that was a big deal for him. He said, we haven't gotten off to good starts in any of our games, and it's really important. If you look at their first quarter scoring, Fairview 11 points, Kalida 8 points, Findlay, they had a 3-point first quarter, Salina just a 6-point first quarter, and New Knoxville a 5-point first quarter. So obviously getting off to a good start was an emphasis, something he said they've been talking about in practice, just coming out ready to play. And obviously they did that in the early going. Obviously it helped Sophia Minker cashing in on 3 threes in the first quarter. That sets the tone really early.
After that initial outburst, though, I'll give Defiance Coach Lewis credit. They really adapted to what we were doing and D'd us up pretty well in the second quarter, I thought.
Correct.
Kind of turned the tide defensively against if they can just handle the ball a little bit.
Right.
They can get back in the game.
St. Mary's was held to a 9-point second quarter, far cry from a 19, and things are suddenly sort of within reach for the Bulldogs. But you're right, if they can handle the ball, they have a chance of getting some scoring going and maybe getting back into the game. For the Riders, this is a really good opportunity for them to work on things offensively, because the defense that they're seeing against these Bulldogs is the same defense that they've been struggling with the last several games. Teams that are playing a man, kind of keeping them in front, keeping a hand up, not giving them easy looks from
doing
3.
A lot of switching
right
on the perimeter. Doing
switches on pretty much everything. And unfortunately, the Riders have done a lot of side-to-side dribbling and in previous games. And I know that Coach Jordan is probably talking to them about, pinning and sealing when the other team switches, and roll to the basket, looking inside for some of those seals, and also trying to go north-south, trying to attack the basket a little bit.
Turn the corner and go north-south the basket.
We've seen a little bit of that out of the Riders. We've seen Allmeyer doing it a few times, Manker doing it a few times, and Rabel doing it a few times. So this is going to be a great opportunity for them to work on the things that have been causing them some offensive troubles.
Another big story from the first half is that leading scorer Ella Jacobs has 3 fouls. She has 10 points. She's leading rebounder as well, leading scorer and rebounder. So her with 3 fouls, she can't afford to come out here and get a ticky-tack, reach in, over the back kind of thing. That could really cause trouble for the Riders if they would lose her services early in the second half.
And as a coach, that's a tough call too, because she probably had four steals in that first quarter. She's very aggressive in that full court pressure situation, and you hate to turn it down, that aggressiveness, because it's yielding some results, but at the same time you want to keep her out on the court. So we got a minute to go here in the halftime. We'll see what happens as we return to action in just a moment.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing, and graphic design with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
And the second half gets underway here with Maker launching a three. Did not connect on that one. Krokel grabs the rebound for the Bulldogs. And as we saw in the first half, Samantha Hohenberger attacks the basket very aggressively and cashes in for point number 8 for her.
Here, Reagan trying to turn the corner, get into the lane.
Right, we talked about that, and that's a good
didn't finish,
job.
but it was a good drive.
Jacob's doing a nice job of boxing out on the backside of that. Again, a lot of side-to-side action out of the Rough Riders. And Reese Rabel does not connect on that. Rollison
got a good look, didn't convert.
Yep, Rollison grabs the rebound for the Bulldogs. Riders in a 2-3 zone. Don't know if that's to possibly protect Jacobs.
Yeah, that's a good thought.
Jacobs grabs another rebound. As we said, very important for the Rough Riders for Jacobs to stay on the court. Grabs tons of rebounds. I think there was a foul called. It may have been against McDonald. I'm not positive.
I didn't see who they called that.
Bulldogs saying, hey, you can press, we can too. Jacobs may have gotten away with a
really
travel
nice
on
pass
that
by
one.
Ella. Assist Jacobs, 3 points, Reagan Allmeyer.
Fowler TV 3-pointer for
Really
Allmeyer.
nice distribution by Ella Jacobs. Drawing 2 people and reversing to the weak side for a 3. 10-second call on the Bulldogs. That'll be their 14th turnover of the night.
The late Jack Klaus, coach that I worked with, always said, I'd rather get the 10-second call than you throw it to them.
Yeah, live ball turnovers usually result in 2 points.
Right.
Ashley Ness with a drive, draws a foul. I think she'll be shooting 2 here.
Foul was called on McDonald.
Her second foul.
Ness shooting 2 shots. He's a little arch on that one. Run a little flat on that. Ness has not been to the free throw line this year. So she's shooting 50% on the season. Bulldogs handling the pressure that time. Well, sort of. Jacobs with another steal on the backside of that press. She's been Johnny on the spot and a whole bunch of those passes.
Her first, team third.
Somebody's got to dribble a little bit here. Sophia recognizes that.
Allmeyer feeling it as well for another
assist, Minker.
Fowler TV three-pointer. Bulldogs handling the press. Garcia launching that three. Ramirez missing the putback attempt. And with a flurry of three-pointer, Fowler TV three-pointers, Reese Rabel cashes in on one.
Real nice step-through move by Hohenberger. Rebound put back by McDonald. Riders have been able to hold their own on the boards tonight, which is huge. Minker runs down the backside board. Skips it to Rabel for three.
And Nuss grabs the rebound, and I think Coach Scott Jordan is calling a quick Miller Funeral Home timeout, maybe to save the possession, and we will return in a moment.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
And we're back. The Rough Riders have the ball with a 38-17 lead on the American Legion scoreboard here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. Mike, we had a flurry of scoring for the Riders in these first 3.5 minutes of the quarter.
Yep, and enabled us to push that lead up to 21 points. Sierra Graber with the turnaround, doesn't go.
Nice left-handed attempt. And the Riders not doing a good job of getting back. Carolyn McDonald runs the court well and finishes up with a nice bounce pass. Finishes with two, an easy two.
He's going to get a foul on Isabella Rowlison. Her second.
Throw it long. Throw it long, she had her pinned.
Riders will be shooting 2 shots from here on out, thanks to a new OHSA rule. Each quarter at the 5th foul by your opponent, you get 2 shots. The fouls reset at the end of each quarter. So the Bulldogs have 4 fouls, so the next foul on them will result in two shots for the Riders.
Sophia Minker called for a travel. It was a good call. Just got in a little bit too congested area, no place to go. The Riders set up in that 2-2-1 press again. This time the Bulldogs are able to handle it. Kind of playing volleyball with the offensive boards in 3 shot attempts in this possession. Coach Jordan says, that's enough of that. I need to get my top rebounder in this game back into the game. So Ella Jacobs returns.
Again, Ella has 3 fouls. So far she's been smart, not picked up her 4th.
And just in perfect timing, she grabs another defensive rebound. And Allmeyer, who's seeing a pretty big rim right now, cashes in on a 3.
Another nice assist by Ella Jacobs.
Who I think gets credit for that loose ball rebound.
And a rebound.
Yeah. I think she's going to probably be in the double-double range.
She's going to be double-double. Riders get a turnover.
Coach Lewis getting his girls back, and again, kind of keeping them in position where they're got people in front. Graber may have gotten away with a pushing foul there, possibly.
Don't know if it was a push or
just a fall.
An ungraceful fall. The floor got the worst end of that.
A couple of those have been called moving screens earlier in the game. Graber misfires from the paint. Ramirez brings it coast to coast before she loses it out of bounds.
Turnover number 17 on Defiance. That continues to be the story of the game, is their looseness with the ball.
Defiance in more of a diamond setup in this press.
1-2-1-1 press. Riders with a nice lead, should not be in any hurry here. Work for a good shot. Pass it around.
I think Reese Rabel may have gotten away with an extra step. Did the Euro plus
Coach Lewis
one.
was wondering about that three-step move
that
Reese pulled off there.
Euro plus one. Cadence Hirschfeld getting a hand in on that one to knock it out of bounds. Stays with the Bulldogs. 41-19 on the American Legion scoreboard. Minute and a half to play in this third quarter.
Jamie Rollins up top of the ball. Looking to get into a set here. Ball screen.
Rollins eyed that one. She was ready to fire.
Now she'll take it.
There she goes.
3 for Jamie Rollins, her 4th point of the night.
A Fowler TV 3-pointer for Rollins. And the Riders will get a turnover of their own on that possession.
St. Mary's 7th turnover of the night.
35 seconds to go on the clock.
Possession arrow stays with the Riders. Scott Jordan's calling an out-of-bounds play here.
Don't know if he's going to try to hold for one or just get a good shot.
He's yelling out one shot.
Now he says one, yep.
I like that. Keep that 20-point lead. Don't want to give Defiance any momentum heading into the fourth quarter.
Maker with the little runner, misfires. And Rollins with a desperation half-court attempt as time expires in the third, with the St. Mary's Rough Riders leading 41-22 on the American Legion scoreboard. And we will return for the fourth quarter in just a moment.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, Scholarships in Education, Boy Scouts, Oratorical, and Shooting Sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Wild Western Buckeye League action on a Thursday night, girls' night out. St. Mary's leading 41-22 after 3 quarters of play. Mike, what do you want to see in this fourth quarter?
Well, I think the Riders with a nice lead just need to might be very patient on offense and run the clock, get really good shots, continue to play solid defense. Their defensive pressure is obviously bothering Defiance as they just turn it over again.
Olmeyer with a little hesitation move as she brings the ball down the floor.
Good pass. Oh.
Good idea, not great execution.
Pass is a little low. Possession arrow will go to the Bulldogs.
Ella Jacobs getting credit for yet another steal.
Say Defiance is teetering on the edge of being out of this game. They need to make a run. If they're going to make this a competitive game, they got to make a run pretty quick. If the Riders can hold them off for the next 2 or 3 minutes, they should be able to ride home with a pretty easy victory.
Ella Jacobs doing a nice job of going to the ball, but then chucked it away right after that. A flurry of shots by the Bulldogs. And Chloe Seiler finishes things out with an easy 2.
First points of the night for Chloe.
And I believe that Coach Lewis has been assessed a technical foul. He was not happy with something that was going on down at this end of the court. And
he wanted to see a foul called, and there was not one. I think Coach Lewis needs to contact Dave Weilbacher, attorney at law. I think he thinks there's an injustice has occurred to him.
So, yeah, he was given a warning, and then I think he kept chirping just a little bit too much and was finally assessed the technical. And maybe he wanted one. You know, that's not unheard of.
Senior Reagan Allmeyer's got 2-shot technical here. She gets one of the 2.
Allmeyer hasn't been to the free throw line that much this season, shooting a meager 25% from the free throw line. That literally could be like a 1 for 4 on the season. So, yeah. Riders return to the ball screen offense. Manker jumping just a little bit left on that 3 and misses left as well. And Eliza Ramirez with a really nice drive, kind of scoops it up and under. And the Riders kind of turned around, one of those you can't celebrate too long on your made bucket, turned right around and just kind of shoved it down their throat. Ella Jacobs running the court extremely well, as she always does.
The Riders' free throw woes of this season are continuing.
If you look at some of their games, Fairview 4 of 10, Findlay 4 of 10, Salina 5 of 10. So it's something that they definitely have to work on.
For a team that struggles to score a lot of points, they're giving away some free ones at the line. First points for Ella Jacobs of the half. She had 10 in the first half. First ones in the second half.
And Alexa Garcia takes that skip pass against the press and just takes it down, drives to the basket and draws the foul.
Reese Rabel's first foul.
Garcia's been watching the Riders and the free throws a little bit too much. Misses that first one.
Alexa Garcia is looking for her first points of the night, and she will not get them with that.
Did not connect on iron, so the Riders will get the ball out of bounds. 43-26 on the American Legion scoreboard. I think the Riders will be content to work the ball around until they get a pretty good shot.
Reese Rabel's called for traveling. It's the Riders' 10th turnover of the night.
And
Defiance has 18 turnovers.
And the Bulldogs have done a better job in this second half of handling the Rider pressure against the press.
Push is called on Defiance. They shoved Sophia Menker out of bounds.
Menker gets credit for a rebound off of that and draws the foul. Bulldogs in this 1-2-1-1 press. See if the
Riders have only scored 2 points here in the fourth quarter in the first 3 minutes, allowing the Bulldogs to stay close. Hallmeyer 3 was in and out, but Ella Jacobs cleaned up the glass. Picked up her 12th and 13th points.
Caroline McDonald scoops up the Rollins misfire for another putback. McDonald doing a nice job of just kind of hanging around inside and grabbing those offensive boards. 8 points on the night for her.
Riders being very patient on this possession. They had several threes that they turned down,
which is probably a good thing. I think that foul was on Jamie Rollins. The sophomore has one foul, I believe. Just one foul on the night. Little flex cut off of the inbounds play, but the Riders turn the ball over. And if the Bulldogs are going to make a run at things, they're going to have a couple quick buckets and stops.
Riders have had 5 turnovers here in the second half, a little sloppy with the ball, allowing the Defiance Bulldogs to maintain contact.
I think that Coach Lewis wanted to save a possession there. They were on the verge of another turnover, so he calls a Miller Funeral Home timeout, and we will take a timeout as well.
Miller Funeral Home has been serving the Rough Rider community in its time of need since the 70s. Our business is a family affair, dedicated to serving families with integrity, dignity, and compassion. Miller Funeral Home, proud to be a supporter of the Rough Rider community.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
Laura Yelton State Farm, servicing the St. Mary's area since 1989. With your life, home, and auto insurance needs. Call or stop in today and see Laura or Logan Yelton for a free quote. Go Rough Riders!
And we're here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court, fourth quarter, St. Mary's versus Defiance. Defiance has the ball, trailing 45-28.
St. Mary's comes out in the 1-3-1, trapping on the sides. Defiance gets the ball in the middle.
Rollins does a nice job of getting out of that trap.
Jamie Rollins 3, no good. Reese Rabel on a block. Foul's called by referee Ben Kramer.
Chloe Seiler will step to the line to shoot 2. And again, the Riders have given up some second shots. Actually, several possessions, third and fourth shots. defensive rebounding is a matter of finishing out possessions. As Chloe Seiler hits that first free throw. That is her third point of the night. The freshman, the 5'10" freshman, hits 1 of 2 for Defiance. Nice hesitation by Reese Rabel, who finishes the junior, the 5'8" junior finishes for her, what do we got for tonight? 10th point of the night?
Yes, 10 points.
Fernandez misfires long.
Nice look by Sophia Minker to Rabel for 2.
Running the court well.
Riders have 3 players in doubles. Jacobs, Allmeyer, and Rabel, with Minker right behind at 9. So they have really good balance, scoring 3 doubles and somebody else right on the verge. Nice balance scoring. I'm sure Coach Jordan will be happy about that. Jamie Rollins for 3.
Two opportunities for the Bulldogs, and again, giving up those offensive boards, not something that the Riders want. Sierra Graver, nice slip of the screen, just did not connect on that left-handed layup.
Ella Jacobs just picked up her 4th on a Sammy Hohenberger drive.
Seen a lot of that. Hohenberger doing a nice job all night long of driving and creating some havoc on the Rough Rider defense. The junior hits the first of her 2 free throws. That gives her 9 points on the night. See if she's able to.
That may be the end of Ella Jacobs' night with a 19-point lead and 2 minutes to go.
Logan Henson comes in as a substitute for her. Sierra Graber grabs the rebound. Cadence Hirschfeld in for the Riders as well. Reese Rabel draws some contact as she drove in. Olivia Brenner picks up the foul.
That's the 5th foul on the Bulldogs of the quarter. That means 2 fouls automatically, thanks to the new OHSA rule this year. 2 fouls shots for Reese Rabel.
Reese Rabel shooting 63% from the free throw line.
It's the best free throw shooter the Riders have, statistically.
I'm assuming that the Riders are going to be spending a fair amount of time shooting free throws.
Maddie Steger and Kira Dorston come in for the first time off the bench.
And Reese Rabel misfires on both of those. A youth movement defensively for the Riders with the 49-30 lead, and all the starters are now out of the game. And
Chloe Ott's now in the game for the first time.
Yep. Cadence Hirschfeld will run things from out front.
Got an all-underclassmen lineup out here. That'll be 2 shots. 2 shots for Cadence Hirschfeld. Alan Rollins.
And the free throw woes continue for the Rough Riders. And I believe those are first attempts of the year for Cadence Hirschfeld. Nice hustle by Caroline McDonald. Diving on the floor after that loose ball. The Bulldogs will maintain possession. Isabel Rolson will inbound for the Bulldogs. Under a minute of play. And Olivia Brenner, 5'11" senior for the Bulldogs, cashes in on 2. 45 seconds to go on the clock. Ott may have gotten away with the travel there. I think the officials are letting a few things slide, wanting to get rid of the game.
Chloe Ott for 2.
For 2 to finish out the scoring for the Riders. And Isabella Rolson cashes in from long range as time expires, with the Riders taking home the 52-35 win. We will return and go over some end of the game scoring after these messages.
Do you find yourself faced with injustice or confronted with a legal matter that you need help resolving? If so, call attorney David Walbacher at 216-225-9181. That's attorney David Walbacher for all your legal needs.
Here at Schaff Auto Sales, our customers already know we have a great selection and great prices, and that has them jumping at the chance to get a great deal. So before you buy, give us a try. Come see me, Aaron High, the car guy at Schaff Auto Sales.
If you're looking for a reliable, trustworthy, and efficient roofing company, look no further than Grand Lake Roofing. Whether you need help on a small project or a large job, we want to take the load off your shoulders by providing our specialized services to you. Give Eric and the team at Grand Lake Roofing a call. 567-890-ROOF.
Albert Sporting Goods, outfitting your team since 1980. Our products consist of individual and team equipment for all community organizations, club teams, high school and collegiate sports. We personalize your gear with embroidery, screen printing, digitizing and graphic design, with on-site services to deliver quality uniforms, spirit wear, and fulfill every equipment need. Order online now at albertsportinggoods.com.
Here at TLC, we expanded our business, so we wanted the security of knowing exactly where all the kids are and what's going on in each of the rooms. We chose Fowler's because we've done all our televisions with them, and they mentioned they have security systems. So we just wanted to go out and look at it, and they were very upfront, and they do excellent work from start to finish. And so we chose Fowler's TV. It's been great for us here at TLC Learning Center, and Fowler's TV would be great for anyone.
St. Mary's Legion Post 323, veterans working for veterans and the future of our country. The St. Mary's Legion Post 323 also donates thousands of dollars each year to local summer programs such as Boys State, Girls State, scholarships in education, Boy Scouts, oratorical, and shooting sports. St. Mary's Legion Post 323, remembering the past, living the present, and working for the future.
And we're back with a wrap-up here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court. St. Mary's Lady Rough Riders with a 52-35 victory over the visiting Defiance Bulldogs. Mike, let's hit us with some post-game statistics.
All right. For the Defiance Bulldogs, who now fall to 0-8 on the season, they're scoring quarter by quarter. They scored 9, 4, 9, and 13 for a total of 35. Their scoring was distributed as follows. Isabella Rallison, 5. Sammy Hohenberger was the leading scorer with 8. Chloe Seiler, 3. Eliza Ramirez, 2. Alexander Fernandez, 2. Caroline McDonald, 6. Olivia Brenner, 2. And Jamie Rollins, 4. Again for a total of 35. They had 24 rebounds and committed 19 turnovers, 15 of which were in the first half. For St. Mary's, they go to 4-2 on the season. Their scoring was a big 19 in the first quarter, then 9 in the second quarter, 13 in the third, and 9 in the fourth for a total of 52. For the Rough Riders, they had 3 players in double figures, led by Ella Jacobs with 13, Reese Rabel 12, Reagan Allmeyer 10, Sophia Menker almost double figures at 9, Cadence Hirschfeld 3, Ashley Nuss 3, and Chloe Ott got the last 2 for a total of 52. They had 22 rebounds on the night and turned the ball over just 11 times.
Upcoming schedule. St. Mary's will travel to...
Next Tuesday, they'll be at Fort Sight Fieldhouse in Fort Recovery, the Purple TP, to take on the Fort Recovery Indians.
For Defiance?
They will be on the road. They'll play the Bluffton Lady Pirates next Tuesday in the Pirate Ship in Bluffton.
Rider Nation Station will be back in action. We had a busy week so far. We had a double win last night, or Monday night, with bowling, girls and boys bowling. Rider Nation Station covered that one. Check that one out on the website. Double win over Wapakoneta. Rider Nation Station will be back with boys wrestling next Thursday here at Grand Lake Health Systems Court, and then we'll
versus the Salina Bulldogs. Grand Lake rivalry renewed.
That's a biggie. And then we'll also be back in action, Rider Nation Station, next Friday with hosting the Marion Local Flyers for a non-league game, and that one's a somewhat special broadcast as well, because on that night prior to the varsity game, we will be inducting 4 new members into the Basketball Halls of Fame.
2 boys, 2 girls.
2 boys and 2 girls, and so we'll do that, and Rider Nation Station will cover that as well, but we'll do that before the varsity game. And then Christmas comes up, so hey, we got a busy slate ahead. Also want to give non-related to Rider Nation Station, but we want to give a shout out to former Rough Rider football great Ted Liette, who I was told this evening has just been announced that he's going to be inducted to the University of Indianapolis Athletic Hall of Fame. So shout out from Rider Nation Station. Congratulations to Ted for his well-deserved honor.
Absolutely.
For our Rider Nation Station crew, Hunter Winget, Ross Henshin, both just top-notch cameramen, executive producer Rich Spencer down, turning all the knobs and making everything work as usual. Doug Spencer for all of the crew, Kelly J, along with my husband Mike, and we made it through a broadcast without killing each other.
No marital disputes.
No marital disputes.
That's positive.
So for the Rider Nation Station crew, thanks for joining us in, and we will see you next week for Rough Rider Wrestling.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching another episode of Rider Nation Station. Help us help you by subscribing on YouTube or following us on Facebook.